Three traits that translate in any generation, in any job setting. There's a reason they call it chasing your dreams and not walking after them. Don't hope someone gives you an opportunity. Create one for yourself. When I left my grandmother's home in 1986, headed to Savannah State, with 2 brown grocery bags filled with my belongings, nothing was going to keep me from realizing my dreams. When people told me I wasn't going to make it, I listened to the one person that told me I was. Me. You may not know this, but I was never supposed to be a Hall of Fame tight end, or any kind of tight end, or even a Hall of Fame player. I'm here today for a lot of reasons. Some have everything to do with me. Some have absolutely nothing to do with me, and everything to do with the kindness and patience of all the people that guided me through my life.
Okay, for my movie, I chose Shannon Sharpe. He is a former American football tight end who played for the Denver Broncos, and as well as the Baltimore Ravens of the National Football League. Sharpe is known for his creativity, commentary, and trash talking. On August 6, 2011, Shannon Sharpe was elected to the Pro Football Hall of Fame. Sharpe played 12 seasons for the Broncos and 2 years with the Ravens. Shannon Sharpe finished his pro football career with 3 Super Bowl rings, and at one point in the NFL, Sharpe finished his career as the NFL's all-time leader in receptions, receiving yards, and receiving touchdowns by a tight end. Shannon also named a member of the NFL's first team's all-decade team of the 1990s. Not to mention that Sharpe was drafted by the Denver Broncos out of Savannah State in the 7th round of the 1990 NFL Draft. The reason why I chose Shannon Sharpe is because I like the fact he grew up with nothing and now he's a Hall of Famer. Shannon Sharpe is an inspiration to many young athletes. Shannon Sharpe is also the younger brother of former NFL star wide receiver Sterling Sharpe, which both grew up poor in Glenville, Georgia. He once joked that we were so poor, a robber once broke into our house, and we ended up robbing the robber. Wow. During school nights, Shannon would work midnight. As far as going to school, Sharpe would have to walk about 2 miles to get to his bus stop. It doesn't matter what the weather was looking like, he still had to walk. Then he once said that living was something that wasn't enjoyable to him because the poverty and his family was going through. With football being a great way of staying off labor work, both Shannon and Sterling Sharpe joined football and immediately made impact. Their grandmother would remind them that all the labor and field work would train them to grow up as men, and that would translate into playing football.
It was the norm for us, so it wasn't out of the ordinary, because we didn't go to our friends' houses and we didn't know, hey, we have a bathtub and we do this. The norm for us was going to the well and getting water. The norm for us was when you had to go use the bathroom, you found a place in the woods. That was the norm for us. So I would love to sit here and tell you how tragic it was, but it really wasn't. It was the norm for us, and it was definitely motivation, though, once we got older, that the only thing I ever wanted was to live in a house with running water.
Some describe Shannon Sharpe a man made from overcoming challenges. Shannon overcame growing up poor in Georgia. He overcame the football stigma of going to a small school and still drafted even though being a late round draft pick. He also overcame the transition from wide receiver to a tight end. I have great respect for Shannon Sharpe because of the things he had to go through to get where he is now. It's pretty much something no one would want to go through, but Shannon showed that it really doesn't matter what he had to go through because nothing hold him back from what he loves to do.